Hey guys, Ivan here at ivanmana.com, and in this video I want to show you how to create your Quora campaigns and ads. For those of you that don't know, Quora is a question and answer website where once you sign in you can ask questions and also receive answers. So something like this, someone asks a question and they receive answers. Now the ads that we will be creating will look something like this. So they will look like they are part of the actual answer, and it's gonna say ads by you, okay? And then it's gonna have the little link here, continue in feed. So you can promote an actual existing answer that you create, or you can actually just create an ad with a call to action. You also have image ads, which look something like this with an image here, okay? So we're gonna go through all of this. My goal for you in this video is to cover absolutely everything from step A to Z, step by step, so that you don't have any questions as to why do we do this, how do we do that, and you don't have to watch a single other Quora video out there. My goal is that after you watch this video, you will be able to go into Quora and do absolutely everything, okay? So let's get straight into it. Let's do just that. So the first thing you want to do is actually sign into a Quora account. So head over to Quora.com, sign up, and you will be able to ask your questions and to answer them. And then what you're gonna do is click on your little profile picture there in the top right and click on Create Ad, okay? And we're gonna go through this step by step. We're gonna actually create our ad account here. So for the account name, let's name this is Ivan Mana. Contact email, let's enter my email here. Let's click next. Now we have to enter a business name. So my business name is Ivan Mana. Business website, ivanmana.com. I might have to put in HTTPS. Industry, select your industry. So if you're an affiliate, select what you think you will be doing for the most part, or just select other. In our case, we will probably also select other. I'm not seeing anything that matches kind of online marketing and software tools. And we are gonna select a billing country. So I'm gonna select Canada, and you select your country here as well. You select your currency. I'm gonna select Canadian dollar, and we'll click start advertising. And our account should be created here, okay? We do have to confirm our email, so let me quickly go ahead and do that. So log into the email, obviously, to which you signed up with. You can't use a fake one, and confirm it. All right, so I verified my email, I hit refresh page, and now that little message is gone, and we can start creating our campaigns. So this is going to be your main interface. Get used to it. You will be able to manage ads from here and create our campaigns. We will be able to set up tracking right over here, which we will do. We will be able to set up audiences so we can retarget. We will be able to set up a lead generation campaign. I'll get into that later on. And you will be able to see all your reporting options here as well. So the first thing we're gonna do is create a campaign. Let's go from left to right. So we're gonna click on new campaign here in the top right. And let's just go from top to bottom. Let's go through absolutely everything so that, like I said, ideally, my goal is so that you don't have to ask a single question by the end of the video. So if you're just starting out, you will probably want to go with a traffic campaign. Conversions campaign, once we do set up pixels and events and your website starts gathering some data, then you can select conversions and you can say, well, I want my campaign to be centered around purchases or leads or whatever it is you want. We don't have anything right now, so we can't really do that. We're also not going to be doing an app install. I want to promote my website here for the purpose of this example, ivanmana.com, so we'll be promoting this site here. So it's not an app. So we'll go with traffic. Now, the other option you have is awareness. So for the awareness campaign, the goal is not to get clicks to your site, but the goal is just for people to see that you exist, basically. So it's gonna try to show your ads to as many people as possible, not necessarily people that are likely to click. And then lead generation, let's hang on to that. We will get into that later on as we click on lead gen over here, okay? So let's go with traffic. That's gonna be the one that makes the most sense for us right now. And campaign name, I'll name this Free Affiliate Marketing Guide. Daily budget, the minimum you can start off with is $10 a day. Okay, so you can't put 5, that's too little. It's not gonna let you proceed. It has to be $10 minimum, at least Canadian. and you can enter a lifetime budget. So this is going to be how much you're going to be spending per day, the maximum that can be spent, per day, and then the lifetime budget, how much you're willing to spend for the lifetime of this campaign. So for example, if I put $100, once this campaign reaches $100 in ad spend in total, it's going to automatically pause itself. Alternatively, if I put 10, then once my campaign hits $10, it's going to pause itself. You can then also choose your schedule. So you can begin advertising immediately, or you can select a start and end date. So it pauses automatically when it's outside of these dates. Okay, now let's suppose we want to promote immediately. So we will select the first option and we'll click continue. Before I hit continue, let me quickly go over the layers. So for those of you that are familiar with Facebook ads, Google ads, Microsoft ads, or have seen my courses at ivanmana.com/all-courses, you know that pretty much every single ad network has 3 layers. It has the campaign level, the ad set level in this case, and the ad level. In Google, it's ad group, not ad set. So at the campaign level, we're going to choose our objective and our budget. That's what we do at the campaign level. These are the things that you change. At the ad set level is where you select the targeting, the keywords, the topics, the questions. Where do you want your ads to show up? And then at the ad level is where you actually create the ad copy, where you add the images if you go with an image ad, okay? So that's how this hierarchy works. So let's now head over and click on continue and go to the ad set level. So let's start off at the top. The first thing we're being asked for is the ad set name. We're gonna leave this blank for now. We'll come back to it after we set our targeting. Okay, so we will be able to easily reference this ad set later on. Once we have 10 ad sets, we will be able to make a clear distinction between each different ad set based on the targeting. Okay, so leave that blank for now. The next thing we have to do is location targeting. So if you want to target everybody in the world, leave this blank. Let's suppose we want to target United States and Canada. And if you want to exclude certain locations, so let's suppose you are promoting worldwide and you want to exclude a certain country or countries, or you are promoting in the United States and Canada, you want to exclude a certain city or state or province, you click on choose excluded locations, and let's suppose we want to exclude Vancouver, no offense Vancouver, and boom. So now we're showing our ads to everyone in the US and in Canada, but not in Vancouver, okay? So the rest of Canada except Vancouver. Now, I'm not gonna do that. Vancouver is a lovely city, but that's how you would do it. And then if you want to add bulk cities or bulk zip codes, let's suppose you're an affiliate and you are given a list of all cities or zip codes that you can target, as is popular with pay-per-call promotions, for example, for zip codes. You would just enter them here, separated out by commas, and you can choose, you know, city, state, province, I have no idea what that is, but country, right? So all these, and you just add them in, bulk add them, easier than entering them individually. And so that's how you set locations. Let's keep going down. So the next thing is the targeting, okay? So this is the main heart of our advertising. For those of you that, again, have taken my Google Ads, Facebook Ads courses, you know, the keyword targeting, the interest group targeting, that was the part that involved the most research. And this is that same equivalent here in Quora Ads. So let's go from top to bottom, from left to right. Okay, we're gonna go through absolutely everything. Again, hopefully you will have no questions. Let me know in the comments. Do you have any questions so far? Did I make everything clear? Let me know. So, contextual targeting. So, contextual targeting means you will be putting ads on specific topics. So, Quora here has topics. So, for example, this is a post which is asking, what are some of the awesome psychological facts? And these are the topic categories that this question belongs to. Let's suppose we enter another, maybe we'll keep that. Let's duplicate this and let me enter, for example, let's say hockey. So we're gonna select the topic hockey, and you will see some posts here related to hockey. So for example, this one. And now this one belongs to these categories, right? So these are the topics that this specific post pertains to. And so if you target by topics, you will be targeting by one of these options, right? One that corresponds to, let's go back to our previous post, one of these options, okay? So for example, let's say hockey. So now we're gonna target topics that, target questions that have hockey as one of their targets right there. So it's not people, you're not targeting people, you're targeting topics, okay? Specific questions that have one of these categories added. And then it's giving you suggestions, so you could also target Stanley Cup and National Hockey and Hockey News, and it's gonna target all of these, okay? So posts that have hockey as the topic, that have Stanley Cup as the topic, National Hockey League, all right? So not all of them together, like it has hockey and it has Stanley Cup and it has National Hockey League, but one of them, okay? So if we make it, just hockey, it's not as broad as when we had all those different options. So that's topic targeting, okay? Again, it's those tags at the top of the specific question. That's what this is. The next option here we have is keywords. So this isn't necessarily the tags. Sometimes, a question might have a topic or a keyword that is not necessarily in the tag. So this is going to, if you add keywords, it's going to be keywords that are included in the headline. So for example, flying V formation, right? So flying V formation here could be a keyword. Now it's not one of the tags here, so it's different from a topic. But if you type in, for example, flying V formation, now we're going to be targeting topics that have flying V formation as a keyword. And you can specify, so again, if you're familiar with my Google Ads and my Microsoft Ads courses, they also have the broad match, which means anything closely, related to flying V formation, and they have phrase match type. So if you use the phrase match, it's going to be exact. So this one's going to be really limiting because no questions really have like a specific flying V formation as the question. So these are best used under behavioral targeting, which we'll get to, which is for people targeting. Okay, remember, this is still topic targeting, specific question targeting. You can also exclude keywords, and you can say, for example, if someone types in, or if the headline has the word free somewhere, we don't want our ad to show up, right? So that's how this would work. Now, it's telling you our reach here in the right side, and it's not reaching too many people, okay? So this isn't probably the best option to go with because it's pretty narrow. So let's remove that. Let's remove that, and let's go to the next option here, and then we'll see what that looks like there. So let's go to questions. Now over here, you can show your ads to specific questions. So for example, for this post, what are some of the most psychological facts? You will be showing your ads on this post. Okay, that's what you're doing here. You're selecting the exact questions where you want your ads to show up. So it's not keyword targeting, it's not tag targeting or topic targeting. You're actually selecting this specific question, okay? So this one is not broad. You can't say, well, anything that has to do with what are some. Click enter, right? That's not gonna work. Or for example, well, I wanna target any questions to do with hockey, so I'll enter hockey. That's not gonna work. You have to select a specific question, and that's how it works. So you're gonna go through the list, and anything like even this question, why don't NHL teams more frequently employ the flying V formation? We can find that question here. So why don't NHL teams more frequently employ the flying V formation? And now we'll be showing our ads to, on this specific post. And that's how this question option here shows up. Now, before we actually select an option, let's go through the rest of the options here, and then we'll decide which one is best for us. So hopefully these make sense. Again, let me know in the comments below if you have questions about any specific part, or let me know if it makes crystal clear sense to you, okay? Now, let's go to audience targeting next. We haven't created an audience yet, so this is gonna be pretty useless. You can create an audience, okay? And we'll go through these options here, but it's gonna be pretty useless without pixel installation yet. So don't worry about this for now, but what it is we will be able to create audiences of people that, for example, visited our website, or people that purchased a product on our site, or people that signed up. We will be able to create an audience of those people, and then we can target these people. We can retarget them, right? Which is awesome. So people that, for example, added to cart, but they didn't buy, we can retarget those people and say, hey, why didn't you buy? Here's a 15% discount. Hope that changes your mind, right? And that's how this works. So that's what audience targeting is. Again, we don't have an audience yet, We will go through that by the end of this video. You will know how to do it, and then you just select the audience that we create, all right? Next, we have behavioral targeting. So contextual targeting meant that we were targeting specific posts. We were targeting this question, regardless of who goes here. So you could have people that have no interest in psychology just randomly somehow land on this page, okay? And we would still target those people because the ad would be here. Now, behavioral targeting, we will be targeting people. So this is going to look at specific people's interests. So let's again start from top to bottom. So target users with specific interests. So when you first create a Quora account, you select your interests. Quora forces you to select your interests so that they know what content to send you so it's relevant, yada, yada, yada. So you will be targeting people with certain interests, for example, cooking. You select cooking, that's an interest. In our case, hockey. We select hockey. And you will be targeting people. So regardless of which post they go to, these people will see your ad. So these people that like cooking or hockey, they could go on a, I don't know, sofa chairs question. It's going to be a question, how do you build a sofa chair? And they will see your ad because their interest shows that they're interested in this stuff, cooking or hockey. Make sense? So do you see how it's different from contextual targeting? Contextual targeting is post, regardless of who visits, and behavioral targeting is it matters who visits because we're looking at the person, not the post, okay? So hope that makes sense. Next, let's go to keyword history. So with keyword history, we are targeting people that search specific keywords. So in here, where it says search Quora, I'm gonna type in, for example, let's say affiliate marketing, and I'll click enter. That is a keyword in Quora. Okay, so I had to refresh that a few times. So these are the keywords here, affiliate marketing, well, that's one keyword. And we will be targeting people that search that in. So at the very top, we have the number of days. So do you want to target people who searched this in the past 30 days or maybe in the past 1 day? Now, the downside of having it 1 day is that, well, you're not going to get a lot of people because you only have 1 day of people to be typing in affiliate marketing, for example, right? Let's type in affiliate marketing, click next. On the other hand, if you put in 30, now you're going to get more people, but it's not going to be as relevant because someone who typed in affiliate marketing 29 days ago might have already lost interest. They might have moved on to something completely different. They don't care about affiliate marketing anymore, okay? So it's up to you to find that balance. The maximum number of days is 30, and the minimum number of days you can have is 1, okay? And so that's how it works. So just like with contextual targeting, you have broad match where you just enter affiliate marketing. And so anyone who types in anything, remotely similar to affiliate marketing, like if they type in what is affiliate marketing, your ads will still show up to these people. They will follow them depending on which posts they read. But alternatively, you can make it phrase. So you could say affiliate marketing. And now we will be targeting only people who specifically typed affiliate marketing, okay? So we will no longer be targeting people that just typed anything remotely similar to affiliate marketing. With the quotation marks, we will be targeting people that specifically typed in affiliate marketing only, okay? And that's kind of the difference between broad and phrase match type here. Again, if you're familiar with Google Ads and Microsoft Ads, we covered the exact same thing. But that's how this targeting works. So that's keyword history, interest groups. Question history is the same thing. So you will be targeting people that have a certain history of checking questions. So for example, what is affiliate marketing? So someone that searched this question in the past 30 days, we will be showing our ads to them. So past 30 days, you want to think about this, maybe this is too long, right? Maybe someone that typed in what is affiliate marketing 30 days ago, well, maybe they're not beginners anymore. So maybe for something like this, we want to say in the past 2 days. If you're promoting like a beginner product, teaching people what affiliate marketing is, like my guide here, maybe I don't want to say 30 days. Maybe I think that's too much. People already found everything out there is about it. So maybe I want to target people that typed in what is affiliate marketing in the past 2 days. Because then they are very likely still beginners, okay? So again, that's up to you to decide. If you try to do it more than 30 days, it's gonna give you an error. So the maximum with anything here in Quora is 30 days, 1 to 30 days. So that's behavioral targeting. So we went over all of this. Hopefully all of these make sense to you so far. The last option here we have is broad targeting. This will show your ads absolutely everywhere. If you want the most reach, you can certainly go ahead and do this, but there is no keyword targeting, there's no behavioral targeting, topics. You just literally, Quora is going to show your ad to as many people as possible. This is probably best for brand awareness for a product that everybody could like. So for example, Coca-Cola, right? I mean, everybody likes Coke. It's not like, well, if you want to look how to make money online, you're not interested in Coke. No, everybody will be interested. Or how to sleep better. Everybody's looking for ways to sleep better, right? Hypothetical example, for example. So things like that, this is why you might want to choose broad targeting. Otherwise, if you're promoting a specific niche, make money online, lose weight, dating, relationships, you probably don't want to go with broad and targeting, okay? Because then you're going to be spending a lot of money on clicks for people that just don't care, all right? So that's how this works. The next part here we have is device targeting. So you can target mobile and desktop, or you can choose specific browsers, and you select this option and it gives you, all these options. Straightforward. Just check mark whatever you want. You want your ads to show up only on Android? Select Android. You want your ads to show up only on desktop? Just select desktop, okay? We're gonna leave it mobile and desktop because why not? My site is mobile optimized, so we're gonna go with that. You can select genders here. So male, female, or unknown. Now, Quora, they infer the person's age. So unlike Facebook, who actually asks for the age, Quora does not. So they don't know sometimes what gender the person is. We will go with all genders for now. You can also exclude questions and exclude audiences. So for example, I don't know, let's suppose you're promoting a more advanced affiliate marketing course. Then you can exclude what is affiliate marketing. And you can say, we don't want any ads shown in this question, right? Like on this topic. You can also bulk exclude. Excluded audience, let's suppose you have an audience of people that signed up to receive your free offer, like my free guide, or people that already purchased. You don't want to target to them again with that same offer, so you would exclude them here, okay? Again, once we get to audiences, you'll be able to select them. For now, just disregard it. Over here, by the way, let's quickly change this. So behavioral targeting. So I do want to target people that selected, that said, what is affiliate marketing in the past 30 days? We're not going to get too many impressions, but that's going to be pretty, a much more narrower targeting. People that specifically are fairly new, at least in the last 30 days. Okay, let's suppose we want to target that. So everything here makes sense so far. You have this option here, which says include my ads in the Quora Digest email. So Quora will sometimes send out emails to people of specific interest groups, and your ads could show up there as well. You can deselect it if you don't want to have your ads shown up in emails, or if you want more reach, you can have it there, okay? So Quora kind of advertises everywhere, not just on the site, but also in their emails. Last but not least, for the ad set, we're gonna set how much we're willing to spend, okay? So you have two options. You can optimize for clicks, so you can try to get as many clicks as possible, or you can optimize for impressions, so get the maximum number of impressions possible. If you choose impressions, you will be paying per 1,000 impressions. So an impression means how many times someone has seen your ad. So if you choose impressions and you say, for example, let's say 50 cents, this means I'll be paying a maximum of 50 cents for every 1,000 people seeing my ad. If I say optimize for clicks and I say 50 cents, that means I'll be paying a maximum of 50 cents per click, someone actually clicking on my ad, okay? There's no right answer here. Either way is fine. You can start with clicks, and then as you start seeing more conversions and more engagement, and as your ads start being better, it's probably going to be cheaper to go with impressions, because if you can convert more, if you can get more clicks and more conversions out of the same 1,000 impressions, it's going to be cheaper to go for impressions. So once you're doing well, you can go ahead and either change it or just create a new ad set with the same targeting, but just say optimize for impressions, all right? So that's pretty much it. I believe we went over everything in the ad set level. We don't want to exclude anything. So let's click continue and let's go to the actual ad. Oh, sorry. Okay. Ad name. Forgot that. So for the ad name, we will go over some split testing, okay, later on. So we will be testing different interest groups. I'll show you how to quickly do that. So we need to be able to differentiate our ad sets, because we can't just have, ad set 1, because then once we have 100 ad sets, we have no idea what ad set 1 means, okay? So we have to come up with a title that references everything inside of it. So what we can do is we can say US and Canada. We could have two slashes here to separate out. So that's the targeting. What next? Next we have behavioral targeting question, okay? So we could say behavioral question, and we could say what is affiliate marketing, okay? We could go down. I'm probably gonna leave mobile and desktop on every single ad, so we don't have to change it here, and I'll probably leave the gender to all genders. But if you want to specify it even more, you can add more lines here and say, you know, mobile, desktop, and then say all genders, something like that, okay? And now you know, by just taking a quick look at the ad set name, you know what this ad set has exactly, okay? Now if you want to, you know, even add a little more space, make it a little tidier, you can add the spaces here and whatnot, but that's the idea. So this will tell you exactly what is contained in this ad set, okay? So let's click on continue. And now we have to create our actual ad, okay? So again, we can write the ad name here. I'm gonna leave it for now. We'll come back to it and hopefully we don't forget it. So let's go to the next option here. We have an image ad, we have a text ad, and we have promote and answer. So an image ad, you will see what it looks like as we do it, by the way, but an image ad will basically look like this, and then you can add an image right there below it, okay? And that's the one that looks something like, I guess it disappeared. I showed you earlier, it was basically just an ad, right? It's like a text one like this, and then there was an image below. If you recall, there was like a man there, right? So that's what an image ad is. You have a text ad where it just looks like this, and you can promote an answer. So let's go from left to right. Let's create some variations. Now, if you're just starting off, if you haven't created a Quora ad account before and you haven't uploaded a logo, you can't create an image ad yet. You have to wait for your logo to be approved. So once you add the logo, it's going to be pending review. So you can't just add any logo, any image. The images have to be reviewed, well, the logo. So we can create this ad here just to see what it looks like, but we will have to do a text ad, okay? And then I'll show you how to do the promote and answer as well. So let's go from top to bottom. Let's say we want to create an image ad. What do? Well, in my case, we're promoting this free affiliate marketing guide. So I'm gonna say free affiliate marketing guide for beginners, okay? And pay attention to the grammar suggestion, guys, okay? So this is not just a grammar suggestion. This is actually Quora guidelines. So you cannot write in title case. So if I do something like this, I cannot actually write in title case, okay? So it has to be all, like every word after the first word has to be lowercase letter, okay? So it has to be like this, affiliate marketing guide, okay? And in this case, it doesn't actually give me a grammar suggestion. Sometimes it does. I don't know why it doesn't this time. But here, we have to use lowercase. So you can't, you know, if you watch my Google Ads, Facebook Ads courses, you know that I like to title case everything. So I like to have the first letter of each word capitalized. It draws more attention. You cannot do that here. It's against the rules. So you have to use all lowercase. But you do have to end with a period, exclamation mark, or question mark. And unlike Google Ads, which doesn't allow you to end in an exclamation mark, you can do that here. So boom, free affiliate marketing guide for beginners. Okay, we can do that here with Quora. For the body text, by the way, the limit, there is a character limit for the headline. It is 65 characters. And for the body, it is 105 characters. Okay, so almost like Google Ads for the body part at least. It has double, Quora has double the Google Ads headline length, which is awesome. But we're gonna add a body text here. So this is a free affiliate marketing guide for beginners. Let's describe it a little bit more. So let's say, get your free 55-page affiliate marketing guide for beginners right now. For beginners, let's say, and get started right now. Okay, and we'll put a period. And then this is what our ad is going to look like. Now, the next thing here we have is the call to action. They have a lot of call to actions here. The one that makes sense for us is probably not sign up because you're not signing up for anything. You're getting a free guide, not a free trial. Learn more probably makes the most sense, but obviously go ahead and find the call to action that makes the most sense for you. Now I'm gonna choose an image, so I'm gonna go into my documents and add an image here. And once you do that, we have to wait for the logo to be pending review. So I'll show you what that looks like in a second. Okay, so as soon as I added my logo, it says here, select save to add the following logo to your ad account. You will not be able to run ads until the logo has been reviewed, okay? So you click save. Now, when you try to continue from here on, you're gonna see a message saying, you know, logo must be reviewed. And that basically means you cannot submit this image ad until your logo is reviewed. So it's gonna say pending review. In my case, it was reviewed successfully and approved within 10 to 15 minutes. So hopefully that's the same with you guys. So just go out, you know, get a lunch, get a coffee or something, come back, it should be up. But you can't create these image ads yet. So we will have to do a text ad in the meantime. But I just wanted to show you what our ad is gonna look like. It's gonna look like this. And when someone clicks on it, we're gonna enter our URL here, ivanmana.com. And when someone clicks learn more, they will be taken to our website. And that's it, right? You have a nice image there. The logo will show up right there, by the way. So in my case, my logo is like a little face because I don't have like a favicon logo, but it's gonna show up right there, okay? And that's all there is to it for this image ad. Like I said, we can't do it, so we're gonna select text ad, and everything here is exactly the same, just that we don't have the logo, it doesn't have the little picture there, and we don't have the picture here at the bottom as well. But everything else stays the same, okay? So I don't have to tell you how to create a text ad because we just created the text ad basically using an image ad. Now the other thing you can do is you can promote an answer. So I don't know if you saw this. Let me go back to this post here. So this is, see how it has a call to action? That means that this is an actual ad, okay? But as we scroll down, this is a call to action. If we scroll down a bit more, we might see an ad that is promoted, but it doesn't have a call to action. And that's where you know that they promoted their answer. So usually what you can do is you can come in and you can create a good answer, you know, which has a very thorough explanation, and then have kind of your link to your website or something at the bottom, and then you can promote that answer, okay? So I'm trying to see if I can find it, but basically it's gonna say, it's still gonna say promoted by, but it's not gonna have that call to action. So I might have already shown you that. So we don't have it here, and that's fine. But that's basically what it would be. So it would just say promoted by Prakar, for example, and then it'll just proceed to be a regular post, but there's not going to be a call to action, okay? So fortunately I can't find it, but that's okay. So let's just do it anyway, right? So how do you promote an answer? So, well, actually here I could show you what it looks like. So once you do have an answer that you want to promote, right, probably it's going to be yours. In our case, let's suppose we want to promote this answer because it has some awesome 90 psychological tips. What you're going to do is you're going to right-click this option here where it says answered February 2nd. You're going to right-click that. You're going to copy the link address, go back into Quora, and paste it here. And now it shows what it's going to look like. So it's going to say promoted by Ivan Mana, and then, you know, it's going to have this link here. And you can do the same thing for any post you want. So any post, including obviously your own, which is what you're going to want to do. Let's say we want Rob Stocks. We're going to select this. We're going to delete that. Paste it here, and now boom, like that. Okay, so that's what it's going to say. It's going to say promoted by your name, and then it's just going to have the post, right? It's going to have all this awesome social proof, and it's not going to have a call to action. But if you click on it, you know, at the bottom here, usually people have a call to action. In this case, he doesn't. Usually people will have a link to their website. They'll be like, hey, here's my, you know, amazing 3 million word reply. Check out my website for more. And that's totally fine. That's okay because they provided value. Quora allows that. So you can do that. Now, what Quora doesn't allow, just so you guys don't have any ideas, is for you guys to just put in some random, you know, basic information and then have your affiliate link there. They don't allow that. So you have to create a lot of information first, all right? So that being said, let's actually use this text ad. We don't want to promote somebody else's answer. And for the ad name, we could say, you know, make it something that explains this ad. So how can we define this ad? Let's say free AV guide. Maybe we indicated that it's 55 pages and we said learn more. So something like this, right? Just so we know what the ad is. So we're gonna select this option. now we're gonna click on continue, okay? So we're pretty much done here, we're good to go. So we have to enter a payment method. So that's the last thing we have to do. So we're gonna click this option here. We're gonna select, whether you're a business or an individual. Click next and then fill in the card details. So I'll be right back in a second as I fill this in. All right, so I entered my card details and the page just auto-refreshed, so you don't have to do anything. And here we have our ad. Now we can add another ad. So if we go to, well, we don't have any other ads, but we will be able to add another ad by creating ads, and then they will show up here as well, okay? So let's click on complete order. And we're pretty much good to go here. Now your account will go under review if it's a new account. Don't worry about that. They're just checking to make sure, your payment method's legitimate. Your ads are fine, at least the beginning ads. And that's pretty much all there is to it. Now let's do a few more things here. Let me show you kind of how to navigate this interface before we go on to the other options like pixels. So this is the campaign level because it says free affiliate marketing guide, campaign name right there, okay? And then it also has our main, campaign. That's the name of our campaign option right there, because once we click on it, you can see now that we are taken from all campaigns to the specific ad set. Over here also we have the ad set, and if you click here, you'll be taken to the ad, okay? And then if you click on the ad, you can click on edit, you can make some changes. Now, once you create the ad and create the ad set, you can't change, for example, for the ad set, you can't change the targeting, okay? For the ad level, you can't change the ad format. You can only change some words. So let's suppose we want to create another ad, right? Let's cancel changes. Suppose we want to create another ad. What we're going to do is we'll just click on create ad. And we have to create a variation. So you can't duplicate an ad. Unfortunately, you can duplicate an ad set, but there is no way for you to just copy and paste an ad. So there's no option to copy it here at all. So we have to create a new ad. And let's say for this ad, we also, nope, that's still pending approval. So let's create another ad here. We'll do something different here. So we'll say free, or we'll say, what is affiliate marketing? Get your free guide now, okay? Oops, and we have to enter with an exclamation mark. So right now we're creating a second variation of our ad so we can split test and see which one performs better. For the body text, do you know what affiliate marketing is? Check out my free 55-page guide to learn everything about it. And let's say period, and then we'll leave that. We will enter our website here as well. And for the ad name here, we're saying, what is F Mark? 55-page guide, we indicated that, and we said learn more, okay? So now we know the distinction between these two ads, and we'll click on continue. And now here, this is what I was talking about. You're gonna see all your different ads here. And once you create more will show up. So you'll click create order. And now again, you're back at the campaign level. So let's head back to our ads. And here we see our ads. And thanks to the titles, we are able to differentiate. So this one was the one with a question. This one was the ad with just, free affiliate marketing guide. So let's also do one more thing. Now for the ad set level, you can duplicate the ad set. So let's suppose here we want to target, we're targeting what is affiliate marketing. Let's suppose we want to create a different ad set for a different interest group. Now, the only thing you can change is that specific targeting option. So you can't go in and now do contextual targeting. You can't do that by duplicating. You have to create a new ad set. But what we're going to do here is click here, duplicate it, just to show you what it looks like. We're going to select this campaign. We don't have to pause this one. And we'll say duplicate. And now this here, let's see, it says copy. So what we want to do is we want to click on that edit. We want to change this to, instead of say copy, we're going to remove that. And over here, as you can see, you can't change the format. So you can't change, make it broad targeting now and split test that. You have to create a new ad set. But what you can change is, for example, the specific question. So we asked, what is affiliate marketing? We can say maybe how to make money online, for instance. We can do that. How do I make money online? Right? And then here we can change. So we say behavioral question. How do I make money online? That's our question, right? And now we know what this ad set represents. So, 25,000 people, that's good. We add all these options here. Again, we make it 50 cents. You can change the bid later on, right? So there are things you can change and things you can't change. So let's go back to the ad set. Let me show you real quick. So to navigate back to the ad set, just use these, the top options here. So if you click edit here, right, so this is what you can change. You can change the gender, the device, the cost per click, but you can't change this, okay? So just letting you know that you can change the bid anytime, all right? That one, you don't have to create a new ad set. And then if you ever want to pause your ad sets, you just, deselect that, and that ad set's paused. Or in our case, we'll probably want to pause the campaign. So we're gonna pause this campaign so we don't spend money on this illustration campaign, right? And again, if you click on edit, you can change your budget here as well, so you're not stuck to your budget. Okay, so now that we've done that, let's move on to the next part, which is pixels, right? Because we want to be able to track, we want to be able to understand and to know what works and what doesn't. So let's set up pixels, and then we'll come back here and I'll show you how to adjust your columns so that you can actually see the conversions. So we're gonna head over to pixels and events. We're gonna click on setup pixel. Now, my website, I use Google Tag Manager, but for those of you that don't use Google Tag Manager, that want to know how to install it manually, I'm going to be a nice guy and I'll show you how to do that too. So I'm going to pull up and open my Unbounce page here in a second, and let's suppose that you're using a landing page builder like Unbounce, and we want to add a pixel there, all right? So I went ahead and opened my Unbounce page. This is a page we created to promote on Google Ads, or was it Facebook Ads actually? Check that video out if you want to know how to promote affiliate products, in this case a ClickBank product, on Facebook Ads and Google Ads. I have a full video on that, and I teach you how to use Unbounce. But let's suppose that's our landing page, okay, and we're going to do this option first, and then we'll install it using Google Tag Manager for those of you that are using it. So we'll click next here, and the first thing we have to do is add this code on every single page of the website. So we're going to copy this to clipboard. We're going to go here, go to JavaScript, select add new JavaScript. We're going to paste it here, select add. So what I'm doing here, guys, is I'm showing you an example. So you could be using Unbounce, Lead Pages, Instapage, Instabuilder, ClickFunnels, whatever it is you're doing. Take that first code that you're given, this one, and add it in the head section, okay? And then we can name this Quora base code, okay? So add this in the head section of every single page of your site. So this is the thank you page, this is the landing page. So we're gonna go to the thank you page as well. We're gonna add it here too. We'll select head, we'll say Quora base code, and we'll say done, okay? We're not gonna hit save yet because we're not done yet. So the next thing here is, this is asking you if you want to do advanced match. So what this does is, if someone enters their email on your landing page, for example, Quora will try to match that email with the email that they have in their database. And so it's gonna allow you to get a little bit more information about your audience, about your customers, for lookalike audiences. Now, don't be concerned about privacy. They're not gonna tell you specific information about each person. They will get an aggregate, and they will be able to use that to make better lookalike audiences, which we'll get into. So if you do want to add this, what you have to do is copy this to clipboard, head back into your code, and here where it says initiate and it has all that, you have to delete that and paste that here. And then you can delete this part as well. You don't need that. Delete that. And then here the email will be sent back to Quora, okay? So this is optional. Again, you don't have to do that, but that's what you would be doing. And once you're done with that, let's go to next. And now we have to enter the actual event. So whether it's a sale or a lead or a checkout initiate, whatever it is you want to do. So in our case, it's going to be a generate lead, right? So let's suppose someone signed up, they entered their email, they have become a lead. But if you're adding this pixel to a page after someone makes a purchase, then you would enter purchase, okay? Get the idea? So what we're going to do is let's select generate lead, and then we have to add this code right after our main base code. But the difference is we will not be adding this to every page of our funnel. We will only be adding this to the page that comes after your sign up page. So for example, we will be adding this to our thank you page, because the only way someone will get here, the only way, is by signing up on the landing page. That was the landing page. So if someone signs up on our landing page, they will land on the thank you page, and our pixel will fire to indicate that someone has signed up, right? Because again, the only way the pixel can fire is if it's on the thank you page, and the only way it's on the thank you page is if someone signs up. So what we're gonna do is head over to the thank you page code, go to the Quora base code. We're gonna go back to Quora. We're gonna take this code here, click enter and enter that here. And then we can say Quora base code / event code now, right? And this is going to be lead event code. And we'll click done, and that's it. And now we can hit save, we can hit publish, and this should be working now. And let's save this here as well. Let's click publish, let's click publish. Now this is for an inline event, so if you want to track, for example, a button click, you will use this code. I never did that. I have always gone with URLs, so I'm not gonna go with this. But if you do want to track specific button clicks, for example, as opposed to website URLs, you would select this option here, okay? But we're gonna click done, and let's quickly confirm and make sure that this is working. So we're gonna open link in a new tab. We're gonna refresh the page. Now, the page here should update shortly, okay? In Quora Ads, it should take 5 to 15 minutes for it to update, and we will see all the options here. Now, we could also, enter a fake name and just test the thank you page as well. So we need to give this a little bit of time to actually load and to register, but the pixel should be here. Now, as far as I know, there is no Quora extension like there is for Facebook ads and Google ads. So what you can do is simply right-click, click on View Page Source, and we have to see if the code that we added is here. So once you do right-click View Page Source, it's going to pull up what this page is composed of in HTML, in website code. For those of you that aren't website coders, that is how this page is created. So let's go back here. Let's click on Setup Pixel, click on Install Manually. And let's just make sure, any one of these words match. So for example, Quora. Okay, let's see if there's a Quora here. So I'm gonna click Control F, I'm gonna type Quora, and there we have the Quora pixel code. And then right here, we have the Quora generate lead code, okay, right there. So it looks like it's been added successfully. We see that it is properly added on the page. Now we just have to wait for this page to actually update, and that's okay. It's gonna update, like I said, 5 to 15 minutes. In the meantime, let's head over to Google Tag Manager and let's set up the pixel using install with a partner. So I'm gonna close out of these options here. We can leave the unbounced page for now. Actually, I'm gonna log out of that to save space, and I'm gonna log into my Google Tag Manager account and we will set it up together that way. All right, so I opened up my Google Tag Manager account right here. Head over to tags, and we will do a very quick and easy, very simple integration between Quora and Google Tag Manager for our website. So let's go back into here. Let's click on Install with a Partner. We're going to click Next. The only available partner is Google Tag Manager. If you click on this, it's going to take you to an article that explains how to set this up, but you don't have to worry about it because that's what this video is for, okay? My goal is, again, to do everything for you. You don't have to watch another Quora video. So let's copy this pixel ID. We're going to head over into Google Tag Manager. We're going to click on New. Now, don't worry about all those codes. You don't have to have all those codes in. Those are from my courses, Facebook Ads Remarketing and Google Ads Remarketing courses. Well, actually, I set those up for my site, but I teach you how to do that in my Facebook Ads Remarketing and Google Ads Remarketing courses, how to create really engaged audiences. Check those courses out, ivanmana.com/all-courses. But for the purpose of this video, you only need just the Quora one, okay? You don't need any of that. So let's click on Tag Configuration here, and we're gonna scroll down to where it says Quora. Let's keep scrolling because I miss it quite a few times if I do it fast. So here, Quora. All we're gonna do is paste the pixel here. We're gonna select Page View. We're gonna select the trigger mechanism, and we will say all pages. So what we're doing here is we're adding the base code on every single page of our site, okay? That's the first thing we're doing. So we're gonna rename this. So let's say Quora. Let's say base pixel or base code, either way is fine. And just confirm that that is our pixel ID, looks like it. Let's click Save. And let's quickly go ahead and test this, okay, and see if it's working. So we're gonna hit Preview Mode. Let's go back to our website. Let's refresh the site. And we should see a little Google Tag Manager option here. Again, if you want information as to how to use Google Tag Manager and set up really engaged audiences, check out my remarketing and retargeting courses on Google Ads and Facebook Ads, guys. But here we have the Facebook code, and it has fired successfully, okay? So that is really cool. So we're pretty much done here. We do have to do one more thing though. So we've created this, but now we have to create an event, right? So we want to we want to be able to target people that signed up, for example, right? Or not target, but we want to create a pixel, a conversion for somebody that has signed up or purchased. In my case, let's suppose we want to target people that have signed up to my page. Okay, so my page for that is going to be ivanmana.com/thank you downloads. Thank you download, actually. Thank you download. Okay, so this is the page that someone goes to when they sign up. So we have the Quora base code, but we don't want this. So what we want here instead is the thank you code, right? So that we can see that someone has signed up. So what we do here is, again, we copy this pixel code, go back into Google Tag Manager, we click on New, select tag configuration. We're going to select Quora again. Okay, so a second time we have to do this. We got to do it twice. Enter the ID here, and instead of page view, we're not doing page view anymore. We're doing generate lead. And then over here, we're going to name this. We'll say Quora, and we'll say lead code, right? Or just leads, or whatever you want to call it. So we are adding this code, okay, which is a generate lead code. So Quora has an automatic integration, right? So you don't have to add the code anymore. Quora will automatically just use that one-line snippet and automatically add it to a page of your choice. So let's select trigger, and let's select, well, which page do we want to add it to? We want to add it to this page. I already have it here. If you don't have a page already, click on new trigger, and you are going to create a new page. So you'll select some page views, you'll select page URL, and you will say page contains, for example, thank you purchase, right? Or whatever your page contains, you will add it, and then it's going to be added over here to your list like I have here. And I'm going to select it, and boom. Okay, that's it. We'll click save. We're going to refresh, and let's quickly preview this to make sure it's working again. Okay, so we refreshed it. Let's refresh this page. Oh, no, let's refresh this page, and let's make sure we have the Quora conversion code here now, which is the Quora lead code. Boom, okay? So the Quora lead code is not there anywhere else except this page, and that's what we want. So again, if we refresh this page, there you go. We just see the Quora code. If we go to, for example, my services page or my courses, yeah, we don't see it anywhere else. Okay, so that's exactly what we want. Congratulations, you have set this up successfully. Just make sure you hit on submit. So we'll click publish. You can add the changes. So for example, added the Quora base code plus the lead event code. So if you want to keep track of your changes, you can do that here. And ta-da! We've added everything here. Let's go back to workspace. Let's leave preview mode. And boom. Okay, so everything's done here. Let's see if we can refresh this page, and let's see if anything shows up yet. Boom. Okay, perfect. So here, generate lead. Now this was the lead from, I'm pretty sure, Unbounce. I don't think it registered yet here for this new page that we did yet, just because we just saved it. There's no way it already registered. But here, as you can see, there was one event from that Unbounce page that we did, right? And now if we go to our page here and we refresh that page again, it's going to show up another lead, okay? But that's how you set up this conversion tracking. So let's quickly go back to manage ads. And now this is where you will be able to customize your columns. So just click on this option here, and you will be able to select from one of these options. So in our case, we can go to generic conversions, I believe, or no, it was generate lead conversion that we created. So what we want to do is we want to click on click through to see how many people actually clicked on this conversion, and then maybe conversion rate, right? And you can select all these options if you want. So cost per conversion, cost per total conversion, view through, select any of these options, click on apply, and now you will see them all right here. Now, if you click on the campaign name, for instance, they will still show up. So unlike Google Ads or Facebook ads, when you change the columns, they apply for everything, not just the campaign level or the ad set level, okay? So we have that going on, and that's how you set up tracking and how you create the ads and how you mesh them together, okay? So we're pretty much good to go here. Let's move on to audiences. We're almost done, guys. So under audiences, we can create an audience. Now, this is beneficial for several reasons. One is we can remarket and retarget these people, right? The other benefit is we can create lookalike audiences. So let's go through some of the options here. So if we create an audience, let's go again from top to bottom. So website traffic, let's click next. And here what we can do is create a combination of audiences. If you watched my, again, Facebook ads, if you took my Facebook ads remarketing and my Google ads retargeting courses, did I say that wrong? Google Ads remarketing, Facebook Ads retargeting courses, I show you exactly how to create highly engaged audiences. This is the same concept here. So for example, audience name. So let's suppose we want to target people that went to my, services page. Okay. So what we can do is we can say, name this my services visitors. And we can say people that went to my services page. And we can say all website, so not all website to my visitors, not all visitors to my website, we can do that, but we can say visitors to specific pages. And we can say URL contains my services. We click enter. And now, as long as the URL contains my services in the URL bar, because remember, we added the pixel code, right? So the pixel code is awesome for conversion tracking and remarketing with audiences. So it goes both ways. So if this URL contains my services and people go on this page, I can target these people, okay? Simple as that. So now the size is being calculated. It's probably going to be 0 because we just added the code. But once we go back into our ads, we can create these people. I'll show you how to do that in a second as well. But let's click on create audience. Let me show you, I guess, a few more things. We can do, for example, all website visitors, right? And so we can target people that are familiar with our brand. All people who visited my site. And we can say all visitors to my website in the past, I forgot to mention this, this is in the past how many days. So this is going to show how relevant people are. So if you set, there might be a limit on this as well. Actually, I haven't checked. Oops. Yeah, so 180 is the limit. Why isn't it working? There you go. So 180 days is the limit. Sorry about that. So you can remarket people that have visited specific parts of your site in the past up to 180 days. So that's up to you to decide how relevant these people still are. Because if someone went to your site 180 days ago, that's probably a long time ago. They probably don't remember who you are anymore. On the contrary, if you say 1 day, well, you're not going to get a lot of people unless you're getting like tens of thousands of traffic, clicks per day. You're probably not going to get a lot of people. So it's up to you to determine the middle ground. 30 to 90 maybe is healthy. 30 is more relevant, but you're not going to get as many people, okay? So you can select this option, and now you're going to create an audience of everyone that visited your site. Now, let's suppose we want to target people that added to cart but didn't buy. So we can click on create audience, and we can say, cart abandoners. We can say people who initiated checkout but didn't buy. And okay, so now we can target. We could say visitors to a website, but not all pages of my website. So we can say, in the past 30 days, URL contains, let's say, I actually don't remember the URL of my courses page, what the checkout page is. But let's suppose the page is initiate checkout, and we don't want to target people that bought. So let's say, thank you courses or something. I don't remember the name, but so now we're targeting people that went to my checkout page for my course, but they didn't buy. They didn't hit that, credit card submit button. And we're targeting these people. So we can create an ad, maybe with a different landing page, telling them, hey, here's a 15% off coupon. Take this code and use it now, right? And, it's a 15% off discount, so you're more likely to buy. Okay. So that's website traffic audiences. I hope that was clear to you as to how you can make all these different audiences. The next option here is lookalike. So if you're familiar with Facebook ads, you should know what a lookalike audience is. Basically, Quora is going to take an existing audience of yours, and it's going to make an audience that is similar in characteristics to this audience. It's going to take a lot more people. So you can click on lookalike, and let's suppose we're going to enter a name. So we'll say lookalike, and let's suppose we want to create a lookalike of people that purchased our products, right? Because we want to get people that are similar to that. So we're gonna select purchase, and I don't think we created an audience list for that actually. So we haven't created yet a list of people. So let's quickly, before we do this, let's quickly create an audience of people that purchased. Okay, so we're gonna go here. We're gonna say purchased. We'll say people who bought my courses, and we'll say not all website, but visitors to a specific page. So in the past 30 days, let's say, thank you courses, okay? Let's say create. So now we have an audience of people that bought my courses, right? Let's suppose the list is big enough. We're gonna click on create, we'll click on lookalike, and audience name will say, so now we'll say lookalike, purchasers, and I'll say 1%. I'll get into that in a second. And then here we'll say in the description, people that are similar to those that bought my course. This is for your reference. What I'm writing here is for your reference. As you have a bunch of these down, a bunch of these audience groups, you might want to reference them to know what each one contains, and that's what we're adding in this description. So now we can select the audience. We'll select purchased, people that purchased, and here you can say, so how broad or similar do you want your audience to be? So if I select 10%, okay, it's gonna select people that are in the top 10% of interested people, similar to people that bought, right? If I say 1%, it's not going to be as big. The audience is not going to be big because it's only the top 1%, but it's the top 1%. So it's people that are most closely similar to people that purchased your products, okay? So I would probably go with 1%. I probably wouldn't go with 10% or even 2% or 3%. You can test and experiment this and try it out, but I would say 1% is the most narrow, but also the most, what would you call it? The most targeted, I would say. The most targeted lookalike audience for your list, okay? So we'll click on create. Must be, okay, so at least 3,000 users. So you can't create this yet because we don't have any people here that purchase, so that's okay. But once you do, you click on create and you will have this audience, okay? So let's click back because we can't do it, but you should know how to. Lastly, we have list match. This is really cool. So this allows you to upload a list of purchases. So rather than having to wait, we just added a pixel now. I don't want to wait, X many weeks or months to get 3,000 purchases. I don't want to wait so long. So what you can do is if you already have a file of people that signed up or people that purchased, you can upload a file here. So you can enter audience name, maybe imported file, people who bought. You can say here, people who bought, imported from XXX, imported from get response or something, or people who bought, or whichever other platform you're using to do, whether you want to track purchasers or people that signed up. And then you can upload the file, okay? So you're gonna upload this, and every row has to have a unique email address, and you're gonna have a file of people that bought, and you're gonna be able to create a lookalike audience then, or you can retarget those people. So once you create this list match, I don't have any kind of file right now to show you, but that's what you would do. And then you can create a lookalike of those people. And then once you do that, you will see everything here. And then if you go back to manage ads, if you create, let's do a new ad set. So here, if we create a new ad set, you can scroll down here and you can select audience. So where is it? Audience targeting. You can select these people. So cart abandoners, and then we're gonna create an ad that's gonna speak to them and say, hey, you forgot to sign up or you didn't finish it, can we help you? Or here's a $10 off coupon to check out my course, or whatever it is you're selling, okay? So you'll be targeting these people. So instead of targeting, specific topics or keywords, you're targeting those people that already visited your site. And that's how this retargeting works. So let's click on cancel changes. Okay, so we went over manage ads, we went over pixels, went over audiences. Last thing we have here is the lead gen, okay? So here what you'll be doing is you'll be creating a lead generation kind of form so that when someone clicks on your call to action button, so if someone over here, when they click on learn more, rather than going to a new page like we have here, instead a form will show up and people will be able to fill that form out, staying on Quora, right? As you know, Google Ads and Facebook Ads, they've recently added these lead form campaigns as well because they want people to stay on the site. So in this case, Quora, you're going to allow people to stay on the current website, and they will have the choice then to go to the specific URL once they're done. So if you go here, lead gen, let's create one just to show you. So the form name, let's say free affiliate marketing guide. Now nobody sees the name, but the offer headline people will see. So get your free affiliate marketing guide now. Email to you, for example, okay? So this is going to be our offer headline. So when someone clicks on the button, the call to action button, they will see this page here. May have to enter a period here as well. We can request more information, so we can add, all this stuff. For my case, it's not necessary. I just need the first name and the email, but it will be pre-populated, okay? So the cool thing is, that this information will be pre-populated with the actual name of the person. So they don't have to actually necessarily type it in. It's just going to be really easy. They just basically click submit if they agree to what you're offering. Now we do have to enter a privacy policy URL. So I'm going to do that. My privacy policy is this. That's my URL. We'll click next. After they click that, they will see kind of, so after they sign up, they will see this thank you confirmation message. So thank you for, let's just say thank you. Thank you. You will get your free, let's say check your email to get the free guide. Okay, and then people can have the option to view company website, you know, so here's some call to actions to learn more, view now. View now probably works if you actually specify, like, hey, check out my website in the meantime. But learn more or view company website, that's good if you don't talk about it. And then we can say, you know, ivanmana.com. And so we click confirm. Now here's the form. So what's gonna happen, guys, is someone's gonna, let's suppose you create the ad, right? Someone's gonna click learn more. They're gonna see this lead generation pop up, this one right here. Once they submit their form, they click next or they click submit, they will come on this confirmation pop up, right? And then they will have the option to view company website. And they go there and they click on and they land on this page, okay? And that's the process, that's how it works. Now, how do you actually implement this? That's the question. Okay, so we created the form, how do we use it? We have to go back to manage ads. We have to create a new campaign and we have to select lead generation. Now, I already went over most of this, so I'm not gonna spend too much time going over the details, but let's just fill in some blanks just to show you. So you're gonna select lead generation in your campaigns, click on continue. And at the bottom here, sorry, no, not here yet. So here we have to select the targeting first. So let's just quickly breeze through this. We'll leave that at everywhere. We'll do broad. We'll make this 50 cents. Again, I just want to show you how what this looks like once you actually create it. So here's the actual ad, right? And then here you're going to select the lead gen form that we created. So it's free affiliate marketing guide. And so you're going to create the ad. And then when someone clicks on the ad, they're going to come across this form. And that's all there is to it, okay? So that's how this works. Hopefully that makes sense. Again, let me know in the comments, did I miss something? Is something still unclear? You can let me know. So we went over how to create the ads, pixels, audiences, lead gen. The last thing here we have is the reporting. So you will be able to create a report based on your account data. Simple enough. You can choose, the time span, whatever you want. You can get a report sent to you automatically. So you will be able to get a report not sent to you, but show up here every Thursday, for example. Or you can just do a one-time generate report for a certain time. And that's all there is to it. Over here in settings, right, you have all your account settings, payment settings. There's no need to go into that. If you need help, click on Ads Help Center. And that's it, guys. That's all there is to it, to how to, create your ads on Quora Ads, how to manage them, set everything up. Hopefully this video is sufficient to kind of go over absolutely everything so that you don't have to watch another video. That's the goal. Everything here is in one place. You do it once and you're done. You're ready to go in to do everything you need because you know absolutely everything now how to create your Quora ads. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this video, check out my Facebook ads course, my Google ads, Microsoft ads course. They are amazing traffic sources that have millions, even billions of users, per month. Way more than Quora. Not to say Quora is bad, but they all have their own benefits, pluses and minuses, and Facebook and Google have a huge range. So if you want to learn, just like I explained to you here, how to run ads from start to finish on Facebook ads, Google ads, I have comprehensive detailed courses and videos on that. So check it out, ivanmana.com/all-courses. That being said, thank you for watching, and I hope to see you in the next video.